Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another long play on my little survival server. If you are not familiar, I am quite literally just playing survival and building a little town. And every episode, I try to build at least one house for my town. And this time, I think it's about that time where I start tackling some villager houses because I want a villager trading area, but I'm not going to do it the same way where it really gives captivity, prison cell realness. I'm more so going. So that was so dramatic, and for what? I'm more so going for a village vibe where, I mean, they're not going to be allowed to roam outside because I don't. Wow, that's loud. Hold on. I want to more so go for the vibe of village, but they can't really go outside. Maybe like a balcony. They're trapped inside because villagers are stupid. They're going to die. I already know it. But it's a lot better than them being stuck in a single cell, 2x1 little area. So I think we're just gonna start with the armorer, just because why not? And then over there I have, actually let's do a little tour. So I've mapped out all of the different, because I don't want all of the villager types, and also that's just too many. So right here you can see we have the farmer, and that'll also be the breeder. I don't like breeder being a job title, but that'll be the villager breeder. And then we have the cleric right here. So I'll build some sort of little potion house hut vibe. Right here we have librarian, so I'll build a library for my librarians. Right here we have a stonemason. That'll help us get a lot of materials for builds. And then toolsmith, weaponsmith for tools and weapons. Shocker. Yeah. I don't think I'll get villagers in this episode because that's, one, not the funnest thing to listen to, and two, boring, and I'll do that off camera. Unless somebody comments on this and it's like, no, I really want to see you struggle for an hour and a half to bring villagers over here, in which case I'll consider it. But let's get us a nice flat space. I'll probably try to do something with this water here to connect it, make it feel like one fluid thing. Oh, also, if you see over there, I got a little horsey. So now I can get around a little bit easier. I don't think that that's the fastest horse, so maybe I should focus on something with that, but for now it'll certainly do. I'm just so excited to have so many houses here so I can start connecting them with bridges and paths and all of those things. I kind of want to get a decent chunk of houses ready and done before that. I think this will be enough of a flat area. Yeah, I think this is good. Some of this grass. Okay, because these houses, at least most of them, don't have to be very big. The librarian one might be, honestly, it'll probably be more tall than anything. But okay, check all our dirt in there. These seeds can go in the corner. What am I building? Armory, yeah. All right, let's grab materials, which I'm slowly, oh yeah, I got dark oak, by the way. Lol, off camera, I went on a little expedition, got a bunch of dark oak, got some, a bunch of coal, which was a big help. also did do a little bit of mining, mainly for the stone rather than the ores, but you know, both help. Oh man, I'm gonna run out of space. I also, because I got so much coal, smelted a bunch of stuff. I'm realizing that smelted deep slate actually isn't that useful. I smelted a bunch of it. I think I want big tough vibes. Yeah. That's what people say when they look at me, actually. They say he has big tough vibes. So stupid. Okay. Well, this space feels like it's kind of naturally lending itself to like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like an L shape. I mean, I did an L shape right there. Let's see. I think I'm just going to do... Let's do a mini L. How about that? Keep it nice and simple. Yeah, this is cute. I think this is... It's a lowercase L. You know, we're keeping it pretty demure overall. We're not gonna do spruce walls. We're gonna do dark oak, and I'm realizing that I don't have inventory space. All right, let's make a chest. I'm so excited. At some point, I'll beat the game and get shulker boxes, so I have a lot less to deal with, but let's put some of this away. Okay, there we go. Now, do I do the walls sticking out? I think I do. Have I not done that yet? Good for me. Dude, y'all don't understand how much growth that shows. Because I was always a person. Maybe I leave them in here. Sorry. I was always the person who would have the walls be like one out, like over here, so that these pillars can be like more structural, I guess. And I did it so much where I was like, okay, it's time to like take some accountability. This is becoming literally problematic with how often I'm using it. And then that's when I switched to sort of this structure where the logs are in the wall. But I didn't realize I had gotten so good at just doing that. You know what I'm bad at? Knowing when it's time to sleep. That's what I'm bad at. I'm just gonna bring this bed over. Bonk. Okay. All right, so let's build this up. I'm realizing we have to give armory vibes, but we can do that mainly with like decoration, you know? Let's have this side be a little shorter. All right, now it's got to be sleepable. Thank you. Ooh, okay. So yeah, this little side can like be more shed-like. And then this I want to be pretty tall. Did I do... I don't like... I was going to do deep slate for this roof because, again, armory. Duh. But now I'm worried. Do you think I bring those up? Yeah, probably, huh? That can be a later decision. Anyway, I'm trying to like keep my roofs different, at least like to the house they're next to, because that'll like really give diversity. But I don't know if I have any other blocks that would go well with this. Because I don't want to do tough as like, I need a dark border, you know? Because like, if you can't tell already, I love a border that has a spruce border, that has a copper border, and then that has a deep slate tile border. Maybe I don't do a border? No, because that's also all deep slate. I just feel like if I do a pure tough roof, it's gonna look stupid. Let me go look at my block options. I need a darker block. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do deep slate. Plenty of deep slate. I think one of my favorite blocks is honestly deep slate tiles. They're just so good. Are you kidding me? Okay. Bonk, 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 bonk. Staircase. And then let's go chuck all of our wood stuff because we're not going to need that for the roof. I'll leave a little bit. And then let's make ourselves a crafting table. All right, Zach, it's time to think about what kind of roof design you want. Oh wait, no, I have tiles right here. Okay, we've done a lot of, like, that's a simple roof. I think maybe we go pointy. My iconic tall roof. I love how I'm saying iconic, and probably you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. On my main channel, I had a YouTube short series that was all about making aggressively pointy tall roofs. Dude, I'm completely ad-libbing this, and it's gonna look so bad. Whee! Okay, before we look at it, it's not done. There we go. Okay. All right, I made this up. How does it look? Honestly, not bad. I just need to take one more block off that top. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with having one of these. You want to know what's the most devastating thing on the planet? No, it's not world hunger. It's the fact that every time I film these, get a song stuck in my head and I can't sing it because y'all didn't sign up for impromptu karaoke. And like, I literally have thought about like, oh, what if I did a singing one of these? But then I don't want to get copyrighted. I don't know how copyright law works, nor do I want to figure it out. So then I'm just falling off my build. So then I'm just stuck. And right now, the song I have stuck in my head is, y'all know Epic Rap Battles of History, the one that, like Good Mythical Morning did? Like, I forget if it's Red or Link, but one of their verses is just currently playing in my head non-stop. And it's very frustrating. But I shall overcome, because I always do. Okay, so that's the frame. I'm probably going to take my tough blocks and make my definitely need slabs. Probably a good amount. Let's just start with slabs. I don't think I'll need much else. So essentially I'm trying to, well, I guess I'll recreate this arch on the other side. I'm gonna create arches on every level, which I've done. I did a little bit over there, but it wasn't as obvious. Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh God, this is gonna be a mess actually, now that I think about it. Why do I do interesting house shapes? It makes my brain hurt. I don't know if that's right. I might change that eventually. Am I up too high? No. Oh my lord. Stairs when I catch you, stairs. Ricky when I catch you, Ricky. Okay. I think this is all correct. Okay, boom. Now, actually, I have to go down here. Add this little bit. Okay, so now we can do the tuff, which should be pretty easy as long as I keep everything symmetrical. So basically, I did one slab right there, and then 3 of those, and I'm essentially just gonna form this arch. Well, hopefully. Nope. Okay, and then we're just gonna kind of match the arch above it. Boom. And now we have this lovely arch, and if we keep doing that all the way up, we'll have a very dynamic roof. Oh god, but again, this other side's gonna be so hard because it's... Dude, do y'all know how to just chill? Live life? Live your truth? Okay, because this thing is gonna be here, but it's also gonna get covered. So maybe I just ignore it for now, and then figure it out later, like I do with most of my problems. Yeah, 3 and then 2. I think that's right. Maybe. You know, who decides what's right? I decide what's right. This is my build. So if something is asymmetrical or imperfect, that is hearsay and incorrect, and I define what is reality. Do we agree? Thanks. Okay, so that's one arch on either side. That should be the hardest one, honestly, because the rest of these are going to be pretty self-explanatory. And since I've done this so many times, I know how to kind of watch and make sure that I'm not wasting materials. So if you see, okay, well, he says this, he wastes materials. I'm not going to put blocks here because it's going to be covered anyway, and I don't care about it. So let's do... Jesus, could y'all hear that car? So abrasive. Ow. Okay. So the rough rule that I try to follow is if there's like 2 here, then I try to do either 1 or 3 and keep it hot, keep it fresh, keep it spicy. You know what I mean? So let's chuck all this in here. So try to alternate where it goes up a block, just to give it that good texture. I don't know about y'all, but when I ask for a roof, I ask for it to have good texture, for it to be, what was the other word I used earlier? I've already forgotten. We're not going to talk about it. I don't know if I like this shape because it's kind of basic, but you know what? That's okay, because so am I. Some of us just have basic tastes. I am worried about running out of tough. That's a later me issue. Okay, same kind of thing. Nice solid strip on both sides. Here, I think we're gonna do 1. Wait, nope. 1, 1, 1, 1 before going up a block. Whee! Okay. Nope. Okay, so that's 1, and then this is all. So let's go up right. No, that's too early. Right here. Yeah, love it. Picasso. God, it's so... Why'd you have to fall down? Okay, we're cooking. Somebody cooked. No, actually, I'm not gonna put that out on the internet. Okay. I'm about to run out. No. Okay, let's just finish this side though. Okay, there's a two gap, 1, 2, 3, and there's gonna be 2 in the middle. Okay. Let's split. That's, you know, if I'm labeling this video as ASMR, probably not a good idea, because I think I have so far laughed very loudly and fallen and taken fall damage at least 5 times. Okay. Let's see. I should have more. Shut up. You're kidding. I don't have more tough. Whoever's watching that just said that's tough, bro, I'll fight you. I know someone said it to their computer screen. Okay, well, we can adapt. And is there a way to craft tough? That feels unlikely. Let's actually steal from here, because I'm probably going to remove this anyway. Oopsie, that's not what I meant. Okay, remove that. Let's see what we can get away with just this. Okay, it's just this top layer, which I have to do that. And honestly, I wouldn't have made this design choice otherwise. However, we could probably do a little bit of this. I think that probably will look fine. Yeah, sure. Whee! I mean, I think it looks snazzy. And if you don't, you can jump. Nope, sorry. I'm sorry. This is, I don't know what's going on. I haven't filmed one of these in ages, and I think I forgot. I forgot to have chill vibes. I left the chill vibes at home. I don't think that stone matches that enough to like, to really be worth it. Anywho, let's finish. Homie, y'all really gotta work on that. Okay, let's put most of our stone away. So we're pretty much done with it, at least until we get to the flooring. Let's take all of the wood. Okay. So we gotta finish up these walls for sure. There's one wall. Gotta kind of cover up this little gap. And then we have 2 walls. Ow. I don't really need this staircase anymore. And we should probably figure out this roof before we get too carried away. What are we thinking just visualize? I'm thinking just like a slab roof, but I have no idea what material to use. My first pick would be like a different kind of tough, but that's not really an option. Why do I only have 7 andesite? Because otherwise I would totally use andesite. Could use commold. Let's use polished deep slate. I think that's the call. Really just kind of get artsy with it, you know? Yeah, I think that's the vibe. Okay. Well, I know I just grabbed all this wood stuff, but I'm gonna put some of it back. I'm gonna run out of food. That kind of makes me mad. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I'm so sorry. I feel like I keep half forgetting that I'm recording. Let's kind of mimic the wall here, or the roof, and then just I don't know if y'all can hear that car again, but Jesus, what is up with these people today? I think I'm gonna pop out a couple of these and put deep slate. Yeah, sure. How does that look? I think that looks fine. I just need to integrate it into the roof better. So like, let's just chuck this in here every so often. Oops. All right, that works for me. I can barely see it anymore. There's another squid dying in the corner, and it's time to sleep. All right. Yeah, I like that. Picasso. Let's just do one little thing. I just want to switch one of these to the tough. Maybe two. There we go. Now it feels very blended. Okay, now we're done with stone until we do the flooring. So we can chuck all that away. Now for these windows slash the detailing, we're going to have to use spruce, I think, which is not preferred because typically you want to use a darker wood type, but dark oak is the darkest wood type. So we have to go with the lighter one, and oak is going to stick out too much, and oak and dark oak looks like peanut butter and chocolate. So for all of those reasons, I mean, we could do dark oak on dark oak, but I'm not gonna. Okay. There's sort of a doorway for the. I just love doing little plus windows for some reason, even though they're so hard to like make a window around. Then you have to, nope. That's okay, because I actually needed to craft more stairs anyway. God, it is hard to place these the right way. I probably waste so much axe durability just trying to like scaffolding using wood. You know what I mean? How am I even gonna place that the right way? Okay, I guess like that. Ooh, okay, tried to parkour, didn't work. Okay, so now we just kind of bop. That's not it. Oh my gosh, my parkour game is not on point today. Oh my god. Here we go. There we go. Nice little window. And ladies and gents, that's why you don't do plus shaped windows. Because when you try to decorate them, they take forever. Let's go. I know I have a spruce door made already, so I don't want to craft another one. Yeah, there it is. I need a lot more trapdoors. those. Okay. I should have grabbed my windows while I was over there. And food. Food's a more pressing issue. I know I have tons of wheat in my house over here. By the way, I did end up finally separating my cows and my sheep. Oh. I mean, as far as those guys go, I don't know how they got there. What the hell? What are you guys doing on my balcony? Hold on, I just want to snag that. I low-key want to name them so they can stay. Ow. Okay, just kidding. I'm mad at you now. Okay. I got plenty of food. I should smelt these into baked potatoes. Yeah, let's go do that. Also, in other news, because I'm trying to get a good enchantment table, I have committed murder, which if you've watched the first episode, I said I was going to see how long I could get away with not murdering. But I think I'm still going to refrain from eating meat. I think I am going to go vegan. But I need leather. And there's no other way to get leather besides random chest drops, and I need more leather than that. All right, cool. Back to window making. I'm realizing we can't even have this be the front door because villagers can open that. So it's gonna have to be an iron door anyway. Hey, caramba. Oh, Zach, why did you have a 2-block center over here? Foolish, foolish mistakes. For this window, we're gonna do... Why don't I have spruce fences? Bonk, 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 bonk. Do I have the gates? No. All right, well, that's fine for now. Let's also do that. Cool, those are cute. Now this side, gotta add a pillar here. There we go. This side can just have one window, like this. We'll do that same design. Bonk, bonk. These don't really need a window. There can be like one right here. Same for that. And then let's just keep her nice and simple. And do some of that. Cool. All right, so now all I need are some window panes and some fence gates. And then the outside will be pretty much done. I've got 17 window panes. Let's make a little bit more. And then, oops. I don't want to hold that. If you're actually watching the screen, I just committed a criminal offense, but you'll never know about it. I need to craft some fence gates. eternal fight for more sticks. I know I have sticks in a chest somewhere, but yet I still craft them. Why? Laziness. God, that is hard to see. Bonk, and then bonk. All right, how lovely. I think I'm gonna throw some in here just because why not? All right, I can't carry that, so we're gonna leave that right where it is. Let's move inside. Bring our crafting table down from there. And let's work on some floors, or the different levels. So I think for this, why am I using the same block? What is this, amateur hour? Let's do... Typically, I'd say that spruce is a bit repetitive, considering that's what's outside, but I don't have anything right now. We can leave that. Well, yeah, let's leave that the way it is. Okay. Now we can kind of dump our wood stuff, and it's time to work on the flooring, which I think I'm going to do stone bricks for. I'm gonna pray that 64 is enough. And I think I'm kind of in the mood to decorate, so I think I will do the inside of this one. And I can keep in mind, like, okay, there's gonna be villagers crawling around in here. So I should make sure that nothing, A, could kill them, or B, would mess with their trades. Okay. That's a nice little floor, I guess. God, I have no space for anything. I need to go make an iron door for the entrance. I'm not sure that I have any iron lying around in here. I think it's in my main house. You know what? One of these episodes, I gotta make these allays a home. I gotta make an allay house, because these poor guys have just been trapped in my boat. I needed iron. That's what I came here for. Alright, iron door. I don't think I need anything else right now. And then we need 2 buttons, one for either side. Bonk. Place that one there. And that one can go right there. Cool. So, as far as interior goes, I think we could have this be a ladder. I know villagers can go, or should I do a staircase? Staircase could kind of be a vibe. I have no idea where I would put it. Maybe right here. Help divide the space. Why do I not have spruce stairs? Because they're in here. Duh. Actually, I know the vibe. We're gonna do... Okay, well, I'm hitting my head, and that's okay. There we go. That's the vibe. Now, this area is, for a lack of a better word, ugly as ever living hell. So let's kind of clean this up. That works for me. And let's just slap a roof on here. That's hard because these freaking windows are always such a pain. This is gonna be a tall ceiling. Okay, so now we have a little upstairs area. Pretty good, pretty cute, pretty fresh. My thing now is I'm trying to remember, this is for an armorer? What workstation do armorers use? Hold on, we're gonna do a quick Google. What workstation does an armorer use? Wow, did you hear me? Blast furnace. Okay. So, but I guess we don't need that right now. We're not close to villagers actually going in here yet. How can we decorate this besides just like armor stands and all that stuff? We are gonna need beds, so I can start with beds and like crafting tables as a decoration, and then kind of work our way from there perhaps. Yeah, we'll make a handful of crafting tables. I think I've made shears already, so I don't want to make more. Shears. 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 Those guys are still up there, LMAO. Excuse me. I need your wool. Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you. Alright, that can make us a handful of beds, which is good. Am I able to have their beds off the ground? I much prefer like beds with like slabs on them. You know what I mean? Like, I find like a bed design that's like this much more appealing than if it was on the floor, but I feel like that's bad. So I won't do that. Let's do that. Crafting table. Could maybe have another bed. Like it is. And then we can just put something there. Put a pillar. Okay, this can be more workstations, and then we'll have maybe two more beds up here. Where's the center? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there isn't a center, Zach. How could you be so foolish? You made an odd or an even thing. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Let's do that. Where did crafting table go? I bet I was blind as a bat just then. Okay. So that's a start. That's certainly a start. We need to go get make some blast furnaces, blast furnace, if you will. And no, I'm not taking these. Those are decoration. However, I can take some of these. So I'm trying to remember what you need for it. You need smooth stone, don't you? Why do they gotta make these things so annoying? You know what I mean? Yeah, smooth stone. Who the hell makes smooth stone? Not me. Let's put away all this wood. Okay. There's absolutely zero stone in there. Here we go. All right, so we'll smelt this stone a little bit more. I luckily left some iron on me. Don't know if it'll be enough, but it's something. And then, actually, we need smooth stone, I think, for armor stands as well. I just forget if armor stands are just sticks and smooth stone slabs, or if there's something else in that crafting recipe. Grab a little more iron just in case. Sticks. Really? There's no sticks over here? Okay, pop off, I guess. I guess I'll make sticks like a freaking lame-o. I'll also make some sleep, like a not lame-o, because I hate it when it gets so dark. It gets so dark with the shader pack that I use. Okay, bonk, a bonk, a bonk, a bonk. I don't know why I had to buffer there. Okay, we need 4 of those, and then I think if we make slabs, yep, here we go. Armor stands. Now that's what I should have grabbed when we were over there, is my old iron armor, because that can be used as decoration. I knew I held on to this armor for a reason. I don't remember if I had any more. Nah. Okay. Now, let's go get us some slabs. I'm telling you right now, folks, slabs just make the world better, because I could put this armor stand on the ground, but why would I do that when I can do that, and then put that on it? The fact that it's off the ground gives it some dynamics. You know what I mean? Are you feeling my vibe? Blast furnaces kind of have to go in an accessible place. So we'll mix them up. Yeah, we'll do 2 down here and 2 up here. Yeah. But for the pizzazz folks, you put them up there. Actually, no idea if they can reach that. Damn. Okay, so pizzazz only works so much. Pizzazz can only take you so far. One can go there. I don't want to put it there. One can go here. It gets a little crowded down here, but that's okay. Okay. Now, these can go up here. And then down here, let's put, this one can go on the ground. Another chest plate. And then one in the corner can also be on the ground. And I'm out of armor, but that's okay. I guess I can make some with this. Let's make a bunch of boots. Sure. Okay, what else can we decorate with? Sorry, I'm finicky and I wanted to put that on that slab. Mainly so it was out of my inventory. Well, we can add these little tables to really fit the vibe. Yeah, okay. I think that's good for like putting things on the walls. I want to go get some clay from the river. If I can find any. And I want to make pots to put some flowers in. Really help spruce out the place. There's some clay. Ooh, perfect. I have dirt. Actually, that's probably way more than enough. Don't forget, kids, leave the place better than you found it. Yeah, so let's go in here. Start smelting all of that. I got hella smooth stone now, which is exhilarating. Oh, we can put some lanterns down. Yeah. Let's go get some flowers for the pots. Can't forget. What flowers we got? We got some dandelions. We can do some birch trees. And that's really about it. We can grab some flowers on the way. Petition for them to allow more things in pots. Like, I want to be able to put sugarcane in a pot. Or like, oh, well, I was just gonna say bamboo. You can put bamboo in a pot. Anywho. So yeah, just sugarcane pretty much. Oh, God. All right, pots. All right, so all of the villagers get a pot on their crafting table. And then we can add some, a bit more willy-nilly. And then a couple lanterns. Like so. And look at how homey this place is looking already. This is so much better than the captivity that those poor villagers have to live in typically. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. It would be like item frames. I would set things on item frames, but that takes leather, and that's not the most accessible at the moment. I think I'm just gonna kind of, oops. Oh, that's a crafting table. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I'm just gonna add some of these. Make everything look a bit more interesting. Oops. Okay. I think this is good. I think this is good for now. Let me go make sure that from the outside there was nothing else I wanted to add. I don't think so. I hate this door though. The white sticks out like a sore thumb. I want to see, I'm trying to remember if copper doors had been added in this version yet, and if they work like iron doors. Ooh, you can have a copper door. Yeah, but they work like normal doors. Let me look up if villagers can open copper doors. Can villagers open copper doors? Yes, villagers can open copper doors. They can open any wooden door, including copper doors. Hey, so I don't think that I would include copper as a wooden door. Me personally. You know? But what do I know? Okay, well, I think that this house turned out rather lovely. I was gonna try to build a second house in this video, but I'm kind of tired and my head's starting to hurt. And also I'm lazy. So I think this is what you get, but we have something to work on. We got the other houses yet. Sorry, I need to fix this front. I actually have decided that I hate having the spruce there. I think it looks like absolute doo-doo. Let's do my favorite. Why don't I have freaking spruce fences? Where's the crafting table? Thank you. Spruce fence. Bonk, 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 bonk. Much better. All right. I think, hold on. See, I'm just playing with y'all now. You think I'm gonna end the video, but I keep seeing things I want to add. Bonk. Just to really balance out those two torches. Nope, they're lanterns. Okay, I think that this is a win. This is a lovely first house for our villagers. And we got a handful more. And it's about to become so dark that I can barely see a thing. So, I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching and following along. I hope you've enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.